Hello, it's your Pontiff. How are you today? How are you today, guys? Welcome to the Archie Luxury stream. How's it all going? Hey, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the streams and the videos. I've got some interesting paid watch reviews on the Paul Pluta channel. I did some filming. Had a couple young guys. Jesus Christ, they're collecting garbage. Absolutely fiking garbage. My God, garbage. Absolute fiking garbage. Frozen Yukoner. Thank you, Frozen Yukoner. We've also got Jamie. Jamie, let's go champions. Let's go upvote. Hey, Jamie, I love you. Look at Jamie. He's a member. Membership lets him have that little fancy icon next to the screen. And Jamie also gets, look at that, he's got that whiskey glass. A whiskey glass. He's a really cool guy. And I love it, man. I absolutely love it. We've got Frozen Yukoner. Frozen Yukoner, $2. Monday afternoon with Pontiff. Fridge Fund. Don't ask me, but I had another repairman out. My God, these guys are crooks. You know what? You think dealing with a Rolex AD is hard. You should try getting a vintage fridge repaired. I'm trying to get someone on the dark side. See, I don't know if the Freon needs to be replaced. I'd like to keep the Freon going. I got someone on the dark side who's got access to yeah, let's just leave it like that. He also does a bit of DDT pest control. That's been banned for years, but it actually keeps those little roaches and termites out of your place. Okie dokie. What's going on today? Well, let's get some guests on the show. I've got to tell you what is going on. Australia, we have Melbourne Cup Day today, horse racing. I'm not really a big gambler. I'm sorry, guys. I put my money into luxury goods. I don't have money for gambling. I buy luxury goods. That's what I do. Luxury goods. So I gotta say, it's, what can I say there? Garbage. So many people seem to be buying garbage, man. We got P and W. Who is this guy? Let's see who this is. Hello? It doesn't click on. Why doesn't it click on? Hello?
Oh,
hello.
Hang on. I had this.
Oh, this is our multi-millionaire friend. He sounds like a bit of a, he sounds like Trapper John. This guy is your everyday millionaire. Well done. Racing R $5. Archie, is the Breitling B01 a good movement? Look, I got to be totally honest with you. It's a great movement. There's nothing wrong with the B01. Nobody's got parts for it. You can't get it serviced anywhere besides Breitling. Is it a good movement? Yeah, but you know what, man? I don't know if I'd be buying a Breitling. I don't know if I'd be buying a Breitling. Here we go. Trapper John, how are you, man?
All right, Arch, how are you?
Man, you've gotten away from the beard and you've got the village people mustache. Tell me what the thinking was there.
Did
somebody at the
know
local
the Simpsons at all?
BMW dealership have that as well? Hello,
No,
Trapper John.
I don't have a local dealership.
Yes.
Oh,
So tell me
internet.
this. What's going on, man? We can hear you well. I can hear you well. I can hear you well, Trapper.
Can you?
You got a very nice set of tools
Okay, my
behind
headphones
you there.
are
What
cutting
brand
in a little
of
bit.
tools
Yeah.
do you have behind you there? Snap-on?
Everyday millionaire tools.
Everyday millionaire. That's good. Tools are very, very valuable.
I have some exciting news for you.
Yes, yes. What did you buy? Oh, look at this. Trapper, what did you get? Roland.
Okay, you ready?
Oh my.
Nobody will super chat. Nobody will super chat for this, I'd imagine.
Yes, we want to see what it is. What have you got there, man? I want to see the Rolex. Show me the money. Super chat, guys. Super chat, and we will show you.
It's probably not as exciting as a couple of the, well, at least Jamie's unboxing for sure.
Anything is exciting. You don't understand. These are exciting times we live in. And
you tell me if
no. I don't believe.
You tell me when, because I can't see any chat. Yeah.
Yeah. No. You tell me. Okay, that's fine. I'll tell you when there. What's the occasion? Please tell me the occasion. What's the occasion? Tell me this. Tell me what the occasion is.
Birthday, anniversary, Christmas. We just kind of do like one gift during the year, you know.
Okay, you just made another $1 million. Just whack it on.
With all those.
You finally did your spreadsheet, and you are a multi-millionaire. Everyday multi-millionaire. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough, man.
Right.
Fair enough.
I did get this while I was there. This is the Omega that I had, but I got the.
I gotta tell you,
Omega
man.
brace, or NATO there.
I gotta tell you, it's man. Let's just open the baby up. We got nothing. It was sinking fast like the Titanic.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. Oops.
What? Oh, Oh, an Oyster Perpetual. Whose is this for? You or the wife?
So this is for my wife.
Wow.
She, we got on the list when she bought my Omega. Oh, man. Third time on, running solo. And I can't see the chat, so sorry if I'm not that important or impressive. But 31 mil.
31. You got a 31, and that's the Tiffany blue? Tiffany.
Yeah. She has about a 5 3/4 inch wrist, so.
AD? AD, where'd you get that
The
from? Tell me. AD.
Yep, from the AD. First one in the state.
Wow. So you got it for her? So you got it for her? How much was it? How much did you pay for that?
Yep. I think it was like 5,500 after tax.
Okay. Man, that's amazing. You love it, don't you?
Yeah, she's super excited. She through me watching you and then bullshitting about it, watches and stuff, she kind of came to
Man, that's
appreciate them
amazing.
more.
I would
And
love. I think that's a
I wanted
beautiful
her to
watch.
have a nice watch.
34 mil, I think, is the
Oh
sweet
yeah,
spot.
and she's
That's the sweet spot.
sorry, 31. 31 mil. Arch.
Actually, I think
Yeah.
31 mil is perfect. That's absolutely
34 would have been
a little bit big.
as big as she'd want to go, but it was still the lugs would just hang off her wrist, and she's really thin arms.
Congratulations.
So yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah, 31 we figured was the sweet spot there. So
do you have any Rolex?
Honestly,
Just to remember, do you have any Rolex yourself?
I don't know. I had I got the Omega from the AD, and then I have
Yes.
I have some shitters, and then I have that Tudor Pelagos that I think you saw, the left-hand drive.
Yes. Yeah.
So, but I did get to talk to him about the display model Rolex.
Yes.
Yes. They thought they'd have some before Christmas or by Christmas maybe, but he told me the same thing as what he did.
Yes.
Or whatever that guy says.
Yeah.
So,
right. Well,
yeah,
that's fantastic.
so he said that
man, I got to say, man, that is an absolute fantastic little watch to get there. What a baby, man. Did you specifically pick that color, or it was just what
she's
came
pretty
in?
she's pretty excited for it. When they came out with this color, I showed it to her, and she's all women are Tiffany blue freaks. So,
yeah,
I think it's a
even
little
Trapper John as a
I'd call it more Robin though. I don't know that it's Tiffany.
Yes. Yes.
So
beautiful.
It doesn't seem quite as bright as Tiffany.
No, I
yeah,
obviously,
pretty exciting.
Being the multimillionaire, you would know the shade of the color perfectly.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't have any
$2.
dooryard or anything
We're
like
really starting to look alike, big boy. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, well, there we go. Guys, we need to get some more panel guests on. We're starting to sink fast, this Titanic. We got a bad internet connection. We got Trapper John. Guys, help me out with this cruise ship isn't going so well.
Is it just
a little bit of interference there? It's
Let me plug my headphones in. That sometimes helps instead of these.
Yeah. I gotta
I'm a
tell
little
you,
bit
man.
away.
Yeah. I gotta say, guys, it's it's an interesting proposition there. I gotta tell you.
Is that any better?
Yeah, it's a little bit better. It is better. It is very better. So that's really good. Tell me this. I gotta be totally honest with you. I love you, the Americans there, you know. They got a new tax on millionaires coming out. And I love the way they pitch this shit. You know that? I really love the way they pitch this shit. It's unfair. The millionaires who want to pay more. I like the where do they
Oh
find
yeah.
these
Who wants to
people?
pay more?
And they say millionaires are taking advantage of the system. Well, what about you guys in Congress there? I got to quote Dave Ramsey, who spend like nobody else. What about you guys take some responsibility for the mess we're in?
You know what they do is they set up quote unquote charities, like the Clinton charity, and then that's just a slush fund for everything they do. They don't file the taxes correctly. I mean, that charity would have to have taxes in every single state that a donation was received from or that they run. And
exactly, it's
lobbyist money.
Doc BBW. Doc, how are you?
It's terrible.
I'm good, gentlemen. P&W.
That's loose terminology, gentlemen.
I like what you're saying, though. At least you're aware of the illegalities of the Clinton Foundation.
Jesus Christ, you'd have to be a blind. I mean, Ray Charles could see this shit. It just baffles me that some people don't get it.
A lot of people don't know that it was originally set up to, I think it was only supposed to be funding for the library. And then it just sort of ballooned from there, but they didn't even bother to file anything new for the foundation to cover things beyond the law.
Arch, when you want to understand this stuff a little bit more, just shit, I don't even know if they have it on. You probably can't even watch it anymore, but just Google Clinton atrocities in it was Haiti, I believe, wasn't it? Haiti?
Yeah,
after the earthquake.
Yeah, they took millions from Haiti, and I think they built one trailer or something like that.
Oh yeah, it was terrible. They set up businesses. Yeah. Anyways, I don't want to get political, but
nope. And I've been accused of being the conspiracy guy, so I can't even get them to watch a documentary about.
I want to tell you, what did you think, Doc? What did you think, Doc? What did you think of the beautiful watch he got for his wife?
Oh, it's great, and I mean, obviously, he has a loving relationship with his wife. It's solid foundation. There's no risk of it dissolving anytime soon. All these things are true.
No, she's better to me than I am to her.
So it's a keeper, in other words. You're one of the lucky ones.
I'm very, very, very fortunate. I love her to death.
If that's the case, it's an excellent way to what was it again for? Was it a birthday or anniversary?
Yeah, it was just everything.
He's just an everyday millionaire. Another zero on the balance sheet. Okay.
Well, I think it's a wonderful gift that every time she looks at the time, she's going to remember you gave her that nice watch.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful
watch. She's super excited. Yeah, and
have you given it to her yet?
No, yeah, she went. Yeah, we went together, and I got a
Because see, that's the way millionaires do it. They just go shopping together. What do you want, hon? What you want?
Well, here's how wealthy I am. They pulled out a tennis bracelet, which was absolutely gorgeous. Put it on her wrist. Blah blah blah. I said, "How much is that?" $31,000. I said, "Take that shit off. I'm getting a day date before you're getting that."
Yes.
What state are you in? Are you willing to say?
I've said, but
you're in. Are you like on the flyover kind of states? Or
no, I'm in the Pacific. I'm in the Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
Hours in
money, Doc.
Yeah, you're probably near Birmingham and all of that.
Yeah, I'm a few hours from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, guys, it's really quite fantastic to hear the Rolex story there. It's always nice, and I had I got that Cartier in. I wasn't happy with it. I sent it back. I got most of my money. I was out $180, which is
God, that seems like highway robbery. I don't understand how they get away with that.
No, the reason I'm $180. No. They gave me the money back. It's
no, I heard it was the processing or whatever.
Yeah. The government doesn't give me their fees back. That's the thing. It's the company gave me all their money back, except that what had happened is the currency had moved against me. But look, you know what? In all honesty, it's not their fault. They were amazing.
Well, you came out ahead versus.
You know what? I'm just
what
looking
it could have been.
I just wanted to put this thing on today.
I got to try.
Speedy.
I got to try.
I love it. It's simple. It's just. I seem to.
You know, Cars and Chrono makes me want to consider or reconsider the 3-2 issue.
Yes. Oh, we've got a super chat. We've got some
Which
super
one
chat
is that,
coming
Doc?
in here. Jamie. Where is Jamie? Jamie. Let's say, hang on a tick there, guys. It's been a bit slow today, guys. A bit slow. Jamie Opulence. Jamie. €5. We need to see more men buying watches for wives. Keep them coming, fellas. 100%. I got to tell you, in all honesty, if I was to get a watch for my wife, can I tell you this, Trapper?
Mm-hmm.
My wife's fairly skinny sort of lady, 31.
She eats the KFC, but
that is it, man. I would have picked the same one.
She spits it out.
You know,
she eats it, but she doesn't eat the whole bucket.
Oh,
that's the
or
difference.
Maybe even peel the skin off and then eat the meat. You know, that you can get by with the meat. Have you ever tried? Have you ever?
You can compromise and peel the skin off, but only eat the skin. How about that?
Yeah, that's the worst part of it.
Here we go. Paul Bearer, $2. Dead in here due to Tim Rebel streaming. Yeah,
speaking of tax avoidance.
I got to tell you very quickly there, I don't know what to say. His stream has got, look, I'll tell you what, we're both sinking. He's only got about 50 views himself. His show isn't doing well. My show, he's got that boring Watch Jesus guy on. That guy just
Jesus
sucks. That guy is so boring.
He might be a nice guy, but
you know what?
I sound like an idiot too, but he's very monotone and kind of to the point. And
shit. You know,
ASMR for watch nuts, you know.
You know, we don't have any audio recordings of the actual Jesus, so we don't really know if Jesus had a radio voice or was he monotone. We have no idea.
Would Jesus really keep a nice watch? Like, wouldn't he give that?
He would always know the time. Jesus would always know the time.
Jesus doesn't need a watch.
I'm sure he wants to know the time. It's a countdown to the inevitable.
In my mind, Jesus is a little closer to Gandhi, so he'd give
it's
up
not
all
that
those
dead.
possessions.
We're starting to get more momentum, okay? We're starting to get more momentum. It's okay. Look.
While I was at the dealership, Arch, I got to try on the Hesselite Moonwatch, which I really liked.
Good.
And I got to try on the Sapphire Sandwich, which while I like the Hesselite and the Heritage and all that, but I love the display back. I just like being able to see the movement. So
look, I got to tell you, I think any of those are great watches. Very quickly, so Paul Bearer, it was dead. You can thank Tim. Thank Tim when you see him next. And we've also got Frozen Yukoner, $2. Second last watch I bought was for my wife. Beautiful, beautiful. I got to tell you.
Of course, he doesn't say what kind of watch it was, but.
No, but I got to tell you, if I was to pick one, that 31 mil, I reckon that is it with the Tiffany. Man, I
think it's a little less, it's a little less desirable.
Than what?
I don't know. Well, like then
less
a 36, then a 41, a 36. I mean, within that range.
You can't. No. For ladies, the 31 is perfect.
Oh, I agree. But most ladies are wearing larger watches, and I think that's why.
Absolutely.
I think that's why you see.
But I don't like that
the crazy.
Trend. I think, to be honest with you, I think
they can be too big.
Perfect. But look, that's just me. I'm just telling you what I think.
I agree. I thought this might be easier to get to. Was kind of but after seeing seeing the different sizes,
there's nothing easy.
And this one was the first one. Yeah, so they were very, very nice to us. So it was cool.
Tanzeal, $5. AC3 will naturally aspirated combustion engines go the way of automatic watches in
No.
the EV crisis to quartz crisis? I gotta tell you the truth. This is all bullshit. Okay, I really, really. You know what? You want to save the environment? Why don't you make a car that lasts?
Well, I don't understand. So people think these pixies just come out of the wall. Like you plug your car in and you just magically get it recharged. Well, power comes from hydroelectricity. So these
Coal.
people are promoting dams, coal, diesel generation,
That's not the
nuclear
bigger
power,
problem.
which is
The
maybe the
bigger
worst.
problem is the batteries themselves.
Oh yeah, you got to mine the lithium. Has anyone ever seen a strip mine for lithium? I mean, you're not saving the environment doing that. And the other thing is, I mean, if you lived in California where you had 340 days of sun and you could have solar panels and that, I'd probably have one then. But I live in, it can get 30 below zero. I can tell you what a battery does at 30 below zero. They don't work. And road salt, they salt our roads to melt the snow. That shit corrodes everything. And then, I don't know, Arch, if you know this, but I was watching a thing on the Tesla Roadster, and they said that if you drive it too far, do I sound like I'm yelling? I kind of talk loud. Okay. If you drive that Tesla Roadster too far, drain the batteries too much, and or you leave it unplugged, like if you go, if it's at your millionaire beach home and you don't come back for 3 months and leave it unplugged, you have to buy new batteries for it. It'll ruin the cells. And they said $14,000 was the cost for that.
Oh, of course, yes, that's exactly.
Of course, the car
it.
itself is, I think, $200,000 or $300,000 car. So,
and don't
Yeah.
forget too.
But
don't
I
forget
imagine
too,
that
right to repair. Tesla's great for
Yeah.
right to repair. Right to they're worse than John Deere.
What were the rights to drive into the bridge abutments, to catch on fire? I mean, Tesla's.
Yeah,
Hey,
I don't know.
Marcelo, great to have you there, man. Great to have you on there. I'll just put you on
Always,
mute
always.
as you're walking through the city. We'll just put you on mute so you can walk through. We like to see the background. Look, I got to be totally honest with you. I think gasoline cars will always still be there. I think gasoline, it's like anything. You know what? If you've got, it's like, remember when they were saying people could use all those old cooking oil and they could use
Yeah.
this, right?
For the diesels, yeah.
When the cooking oil is worth zero and one person does it, yeah, you get free ride. But when everyone does it, right, all of a sudden, it's no longer cost effective. And the reality is petrol, gasoline is extremely efficient. It's got the bang out of petrol. Diesel itself there. The honest truth is these things are pretty good bang per buck. The big problem is, I tell you this now, in France, they got these little electric cars waiting in fields because they can't bury them in landfill. They got to dispose of them very carefully. And this is the whole thing. It's you know what? I don't understand. If you're concerned for the environment, what about making shit that lasts a bit longer?
I'd rather have a monster. I'd rather have a monster V8 and a 14-speed transmission, to get the mileage out of it. I think that might be the way that things go, maybe. But I'm a diesel fan. Diesel, in my mind, is the best.
Yes.
It's cheaper to refine. It's diesel. It used to be cheaper than
it's a
gas.
little dirtier, of course, though.
Yeah, I don't know how much of that's true, to be honest. I don't know.
Here we go. Frozen Yukon, $2. BBW Ladies Grand Seiko Snowflake. Take a look. Hard to get.
I think you see that black smoke, going out the tailpipe, Doc, and I think that it equates to that. And that's a lot of people that, chip them, over fuel them. You can make diesels run when they're tuned properly, not just over fueled.
Well, I guess
they run pretty clean.
They're inherently dirtier than gas.
Yeah, that may be. I'm not. I really
So
don't.
let's take out his GS Snowflake here.
Did he? But what's the model number? Did he give you anything?
He didn't give it, but
GS Snowflake. Well, that's just a Grand Seiko Snowflake, though, ladies.
Yeah. I'll see if I can pull that
I don't know if there are many different options to a ladies Grand Seiko Snowflake. I actually didn't know they had a ladies Grand Seiko Snowflake.
It's probably easier to look it up this way than to give us a $14 million number.
Yeah, exactly. It's Lady Snowflake. I think it's here. Here we go. I've got it up on the screen here, guys. Let's get this baby up there. Share the screen. Grand Seiko Lady Snowflake.
I was actually kind of joking because I
got to be honest with you. It looks like your your Oyster Perpetual.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like. I don't know.
The fourth one in it has a little bit different blade. It kind of has almost an Omega bracelet. That fourth one in. Oh,
okay,
there
so
it
this
is.
That's the ladies one. Look at this, Lady Snowflake.
Well, that's gorgeous.
$500.
No, that's not right.
It can't be $500. That's just
not in Grand Seiko.
This would be significantly expensive. Yeah, it is what it is. It looks quite nice. Look, the thing is I think Grand Seiko is going to be a hard sell for. It's going to be a hard sell for ladies because they really are ladies. Grand Seiko is kind of the nerd's watch, so you got to have it. That is such a small niche, I would say. But hey,
well, one thing the ladies are going to like though is the fact that it's quartz or semi-quartz.
Jeff, $10. I just got the two-tone white dial Daytona for her. Daytonas are very hot with ladies now. She rarely wears the candy apple OP36 I got her last year. Hey, man, Jeff, power to you, man.
Wow, that's a nice
wear watches. Wear the watch that
I started to say earlier is when I went to the bank, I saw one of the tellers there had it was a knockoff of a Daytona because it was one of those cores or whatever that they make look like a Daytona, but it was the same size.
It's so funny because I just don't. I don't think men kind of use their watch in a toolish kind of way. I just can't. But I think the Daytona's impractical, anyways. But I just can't even imagine a lady using the feature set on it.
Tanzeel, $5. EVs
for what it's worth.
Like quartz watches may be faster, more accurate, but they have no soul. Where does it end? I'd rather hear the sound of a roaring V10 or V12. I got to be totally honest with you. I totally agree.
I got to be honest.
Coming up. I got to tell you this.
V8.
I'm actually coming up to my
V8.
50th, and before I'm 60. I would like to get a statement car. I want to get something either luxury or either fun. Okay. I don't want to buy new.
You mean you're one of your Bromes?
You know what? I would love a Brome. They are so expensive. I honestly, and also
I love your idea. I love your idea of getting the Camry and treating it like a Rolls Royce. I mean, you'd have that. I mean, it's kind of morbid to think of it this way, but that would be the last car you'd probably have. Or need.
Yeah.
I guess I missed that discussion, but how do you treat it like a Rolls Royce? Do you?
Oh, well, when you go into the car, you take your shoes off.
Oh, you pretend that you're in a Rolls Royce.
No, you treat it with respect. You treat it.
You put a little block of 2x4 under the gas pedal when you valet it.
I don't valet. No, nobody gets to drive the Rolls Royce. I'm going to park that myself.
But the Rolls Royce, well, I don't know if the Rolls Royce, but a lot of those high-end, supercars have the valet mode where they can't, they can't go above whatever 10 miles an hour or something.
I never valeted my 65 Mustang, and
I
never
never
valeted
have,
my
never
Porsche
would.
or
You never well, how do you
BMW.
handle that, Doc, if you go for a hotel or somewhere, they say, car keys, please?
One time I was with somebody, and I just had to tell her, unfortunately, we're going to have to park somewhere. She kind of got mad. Like, I don't understand. You can just give them the key and they park it for you. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
This is when I was dating, and I had a 65 Mustang with a 4-speed. I said, nope, they're not getting this car. They're not driving.
You should have known right then she wasn't for you, Doc, because had she been, she would have known the love of the car.
Well, she tolerated it at the time.
Okay.
She tolerated it, but she wasn't. You're right. She wasn't a car. She wasn't a car girl. Those are rare.
Yeah.
It's Tanzeel, $5. AC3, just get a Porsche. It gives you the opportunity to join the Porsche Club of Australia and get banned like you do from every group you join. What fun!
It is true. Wouldn't it be something to say I was banned from the Porsche Club?
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm just going to take a quick toilet break. I will be back very soon. Just keep me going.
Do Bogans there? Do they put like cow catcher grills on those Porsches?
They don't drive Porsches. They don't drive. They drive general. I'll come back in a minute, guys. I'll be back.
They drive a shitbox little car with a Porsche emblem on it.
Actually,
the funniest thing about this is he left Marcelo. He left Marcelo muted.
Oh, Marcelo's
now
used
he's
to
gone.
that. He's used to that.
I can mute myself.
Don't worry. I thought he muted you.
He's used to that.
No.
Because he's usually kind of banging around a little bit, and then he's setting up his system.
I'm not aware of all these StreamYard features. I mean, I know mute and I know the camera one.
Yeah, Marcelo's going to be playing stream in the background, so we're going to hear each other in echo, and then he might actually play a news broadcast. Last time you had a news broadcast going in the background.
When I had the thing background, you should tell me that I opened a window.
No, we don't know what's going on. We just knew that you were the one with the background.
It was more fun saying, that's Marcelo. Even I was at home watching going, that's Marcelo. Then you say, no, it's not.
It's not me.
And then Archie would mute you.
No, and you don't understand why you drive me crazy, because I was muting myself and I hearing the background. And I said, man, it's not me, because I hear in the background. How come it can be me?
Meanwhile, you mute yourself, and we're all saying, see, it was you. We don't hear anything anymore.
Yeah, and it was driving me nuts until I realized that you tell me, yeah, you left the window open. Oh, shit.
Well, you can't really be blamed for it with modern cell phones. I mean, I swear to God, sometimes you think something, and then it pops up on your cell phone.
Well, he's getting fancy. He's running multiple computers and all this other thing he's doing.
Switching.
So,
I mean, Japan is probably one of the tech capitals of the world, I guess.
But to get back to what you were saying with the Porsche, Australia does have rally cars. I've seen where they run rally car looking. I don't know if they're running them as rally, but they have that look.
I watched a It was I think it was just on YouTube, but it was a series about Bogans, and or maybe it was just hoon. They hoon those. I guess that's what they call it, hoons. And anyways, those Bogans, they would put stacks on their car, like truck stacks, going up the back, and they might be driving those like the Subaru Brat. Kind of car, the truck.
I've definitely
crossover.
Seen those. Yeah.
Yeah, but then they'd have a big cow catcher grill on them. It was just, or kangaroo catcher, I guess is probably what it was for. But it was just funny. It made me. It was it's interesting seeing.
They have to bring out the Mad Max in them.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, that's a good analogy. It was very much like Mad Max. Hey, Marcelo, if you want to mute yourself again. Now he forgot to
yeah,
mute him.
it's the ice machine. I know. I'm a little bit far away from the muting thing.
See, we thought he
I'm
was
going
throwing
to-
plates again. Sometimes he gets angry. He seems like such a nice, calm
Yeah,
guy,
I'm
but
angry. I'm angry
he'll get
person.
angry and start throwing plate. And sounds
Or
the
maybe
same
it's
as the
just a
ice machine.
celebration, a wedding
With-
or whatever, where you
with-
throw plates.
When the things doesn't work. Shit. Yeah, but today it's okay.
That's some big ass ice cubes for a commercial ice maker.
Yeah. I mean, actually, this fucker actually worked already 10 years.
Is it craft ice? Is it? Oh, you do
no,
wine.
It's just
You do wine more
Yeah, I
than
have-
whiskey, probably there. Yeah.
actually, I did buy some whiskeys. I mean, it would be nice to hear some recommendations. I mean,
See, I
here,
thought he was
this
going to
is
say
my,
weed when he first made that statement. I thought he was, I didn't find some weed.
This is my whiskey.
Oh, you got
quite a
whiskey
few,
bar,
yeah.
I would say.
What whiskies you got
Uh-huh.
there? Give us a look.
Got his attention fast.
Yeah, I have Taliska, Alpec, I have the Blue Dare, I have actually, this came up to be very interesting lately.
I've
I call
had
this
that.
the Tiffany whiskey.
Yes, I had that.
Yeah.
That's the Belvedere one, isn't it?
Yeah. This is actually not bad at all.
Oh no,
Now,
the
Mark-
classic laddie. I know that one. Yes, yeah. No, sorry, no, it's a different one.
And,
That's actually quite a reasonable
this
whiskey.
actually
Yeah.
came up. This came up to be amazing. I actually fall in love with this. As you see, I drink half of the bottle. My wife wants to sue me for that, basically.
Do you
that was great.
use clear ice when you serve high-end whiskeys?
Yes.
Is that the etiquette, Arch? Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I have.
I saw
not
it.
the ice that you saw.
When you say
Not the ice
clear
Right,
ice,
that's-
I
I have clear ice.
just very quickly. SR Bell $675 AC. How much would you pay to be left alone in a room for a whole hour? Nah, that's not my cup of tea. Seriously, honestly, I got to tell
Jeez.
you.
He forgot the rest of it, and it said doing math homework.
Oh, okay, yes.
So-
I
Yeah,
thought he
gotta
was talking about spelling bees.
Yeah,
Oh,
I got to be
yeah.
honest with you. I've always chased older women. The younger women doesn't really do anything for me like that.
That wasn't a
You know,
woman.
Kind of a
I-
funny
actually-
thing that everybody has their proclivities.
Oh, what's this?
For a high-end restaurant, I'm eating garbage. You see, this is convenience store sausage with the they actually have this the ketchup and the mustard
It's a
together.
quick meal. Yeah,
It's not even a corn
Yeah,
dog.
it's a quick meal.
No, it's a Japanese. I need to get a headache tablet. I'll be
Yeah.
back in 1 minute. I got a headache tablet.
So,
for eating.
Marcelo, do you make your own clear ice, or do you buy it from somebody?
I actually buy it. It came up to be, it's not so expensive. It's like $10 for, I think, 2 kilo or something like that. So, I mean, it sounds maybe expensive, but it's okay. I mean,
I watched a
I-
documentary about a guy that had a clear ice business, and it was, I mean, blew my mind. I never heard of such a thing. So I went down.
Why
the
did they
whole
call it
rabbit hole.
clear ice? I mean, I thought
Well,
all
it
ice was clear,
freezes-
so
It freezes from the center out, and so there's no air bubbles trapped. So it's like it'll be like crystal clear.
I was going to call it crystal ice, but then that sounds
I
like
think they-
crystal meth, and they don't want that.
Yeah, you're right. Crystal
Well-
ice. Yeah. I don't know if they maybe call it craft ice in the U.S.
But that
I
sounds a
don't know.
lot like
But
ice, and we don't want that.
whiskeys and that, because I also believe that it's purified water, and I think that the air not being trapped in the ice doesn't allow it to take on any kind of flavor that would then ruin the whiskey. I don't know if that's true. I mean,
I needed to
I've
mention
never had
something
it.
to Archie because he's talking about how he has a headache.
Yes.
Just to make sure you're aware of it, these vaccinations that you like to talk about, one of the side effect is a persistent headache, which means it's a headache that doesn't go away. That's
So
the
I
word
got COVID.
persistent.
I
You
got COVID the last time I was on.
Yes.
I was sick that night, and I've been down for 2.5 weeks. It was different than anything I've ever had.
It's
Just
interesting.
quickly
As soon
there,
as you
here we
start
go.
talking about it, they're messing with your Wi-Fi.
I'm sorry.
Tanzil. Here we go. Tanzil. $5, Tanzil. PNW. Quick fact. Doc BBW and I went to a whiskey bar and he had a Bud Light. I had a nice single malt.
I'm not a whiskey guy, so I would have had a Bud Light and then put tomato juice in it and had a red beer.
I got to tell you guys,
I think it was
seriously,
a Coors. I think it was a Coors Light, Tans. But anyway, I did have a beer.
You can make
Have
a
you
red
met-
beer
have
out
you
of
met
anything, Doc.
Tanzil? Doc, have you met Tanzil? Have you met Tanzil, Doc?
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 I've met Tanzil. We hung out for a week. We had a great time.
Did you
Is
see
my
his
connection
cars?
okay, or am I going in and out?
It's a little bit in and out. Did you see his cars?
I think my connection is
Did you
sucking.
see the cars?
It was before
Did
he
you
got
see
the
his-
car.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten the car when we hung out.
Oh, I see. Wow, that's amazing.
Plus, I don't think he wants to drive his car into the States to give us a ride like he should.
Oh, you
Mhm.
met him in the States. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't go up there. He came to the States.
Yeah.
Still
Yeah.
what? I mean,
That's
you
just
know,
an
he should drive the
opportunity
car
to
down
enjoy
here.
your. Exactly, that's an opportunity to enjoy your
Exactly.
cars.
He should drive this. He should, do a little vacation with it, drive around, and give his friends a ride in it. That's what I think he should do.
I don't know where he's at,
interesting.
but if you go over till you hit the coast and then come down, that's a gorgeous drive.
It is a gorgeous. Instead, he got a ride in my E46 M3.
What did he think of that?
He was mentioning something about my rap music and other things that I was playing. I have varied tastes. They were all political, so there's some country music I was playing, but it was politically based country music. And I was playing rap music, but also politically based. So I don't think it was to his style.
Okay, fair
Jesus,
enough.
politically based rap music. I can't even imagine what that
Well,
would be.
yeah.
most
I'm trying
rap
to
music
think.
is
to do
politically.
that.
Well, that's true. That's true.
It's the
So-
country
You're
music
right.
that tends not to be.
But at least you gave him both sides.
Oh yeah, he got it. He calls it being bombarded, but he had a chance to listen to everything. So
I listen to everything, so I can relate to that.
I don't think he wanted to listen to everything.
I
I don't think
gotta
he wanted
tell
to
you-
listen to anything I was playing.
Archie, you can drop the link.
Yes, I can drop the link for you there. That's 100%. We can do that for.
I was
Wait a
gonna.
minute.
I was
I don't
gonna.
understand. I'm confused. Why does he need the link if he's already here?
No, because he wants to change his view. He wants to use it on a different app because he's using his phone. He's going to switch to his laptop. Tanzil,
You
$10.
can't see that.
AC3. Doc BBW was actually extremely nice. His E46 is great, but he said Clyde would never fit in it. Jin met us too. We had lots of drinks, and I got to see the superation who bought off you. That's fantastic, man.
I think it was the Porsche that I said Clyde wouldn't fit in, not the M3.
He fits in a Corolla. Is a Porsche much smaller? I can't imagine
Oh, he
him
wouldn't
wedging
fit
himself
in the
into
Porsche.
a Corolla.
He wouldn't fit in the Porsche. He wouldn't.
Oh,
fit in the
really? It's
Porsche.
that small? Wow.
This
He
is
wouldn't fit in the Porsche. No.
this is an
Okay.
80s Porsche, isn't it? 90s?
Oh,
90s
Yeah, it's
Porsche?
1993 Porsche. He wouldn't fit in it.
Yeah.
He
Different
wouldn't fit in it.
different time phase then. I got to tell
Yeah,
you guys,
the Germans were
let's
small at that time.
have a look here, guys. I want to have a look and see what is happening airwaves. Let's go and have a look here. What's happening in the world of whist watches? Let's go and take a
I'm
look.
gonna be right back, Arch. I'm gonna
Yeah, no,
go
that's
get a
cool. You please
adapter here.
Please do
Yeah.
that there. Okay, let's go and take a look. Where do we look?
We're going to
Hodinkee.
get
Let's go
away
and
from
take
the
a look.
Grand Seikos, right?
Go and have a look at Hodinkee. What's happening at Hodinkee this week? What's happening? Ah, shit.
haven't
A
even bothered
ghastly
to
Rado
look.
that barely tells time. What do you think of the... that's garbage, isn't it?
Now they can sell garbage.
What else is happening here? We've got introducing the new Hodinkee pre-owned. Hodinkee sells pre-owned now.
You know, they probably
They
want to
do
make
anything.
money where they can. Sure.
Highlights from Geneva auction. Okay, let's have a look at these highlights. Look at that. That would.
Ow.
We got a Richard Mill,
Not into that.
Rafi
but
Nadal.
somebody
Okay,
is.
and that went for 871,000.
That is my favorite.
Oh, sorry.
Watch.
This watch is incredibly light and estimated.
That's 870,000 more than I'd be willing to spend on it.
Sorry, 872. It hasn't. I think this is coming up for auction.
And if
Oh,
would
I
have
thought
that
you
watch,
said
I
it
would
sold
wait.
already.
Dufar. No.
871,000.
Philip Dufar. Look at this. Shit, look at that. That is nicely done, but so expensive.
You got to admit, it's nice looking, though.
And what do we got here? We got some other Philip Dufars. Okie dokie. We got
Philippe
a
Dufar, we
Cartier.
got the Philippe Dufar, right?
Cartier tank. This is the
That's
French. Look at that's kind of like the you know, what's the Lange Zeitwerker? You know, it's got the very interesting.
Actually, before you said the Philippe Dufar, it's like the Philippe Dufar one.
Yeah, and we've got here. We've got a minute repeater, 3939 minute repeater with tourbillon. Yep, that's a classic Patek there. That'll be big. These are actually fairly small, 33 mil. But
Actually,
absolutely amazing. It's going to
do they
go
have-
for 173 to 270,000. Oh, look at this. A Lange one in honey gold. Limited edition of 20 from 2060. How's it honey gold? I don't quite get that. Do you get that? It's going, oh, look at that.
It's the combination of rose gold.
Yeah, honey. It's a honey gold. Lovely, pale, luminous quality. Okay, fair enough. Honey gold. Pateks, of course, Doc. Look at this. Pateks, of course, you have to bring up Pateks. What's this? This is a. What's this? This is a. Does it tell? Oh, it's a 3800. 3800. Yeah.
It's a 37 millimeter, right?
Yeah. What's it going for? Oh, it's not that expensive.
Yeah, it's a 37 millimeter. It's like a basically.
Yeah, it's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous. This date 18058. That is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Rainbow date. 160. That would have been fucking expensive in the day, and it's still expensive. What's this here? We got a nice Patek perpetual calendar.
Do you like that band?
Not particularly.
How is
Not
this band?
particularly.
I think Rolex once did in a Daytona band similar to that.
It's distinct. You have to admit it's
yeah,
distinct.
Yeah. So what does it say? For collectors of perpetual calendars, this is going to be catnip. The 2497 was Patek's first calendar with center seconds, and they didn't make many of them. To date, Does it say anything about the band? With matching gay furry. So that's not a Patek band. That's another. But okay, fair enough. It is center seconds perpetual calendar. Yep, gotcha.
Oh, I assumed it was a Patek Philippe band that they did special or something.
With matching gay furries bracelet. I don't think that's not Patek then, is it?
Not unless it's vintage.
It's a
I think
corporation.
it's period. Could be period correct. But the thing
Yeah.
about this that makes it valuable is not forget the bracelet. It's the fact that it's a perpetual calendar.
Oh, of course, yeah.
This is the first perpetual calendar with sub-seconds. Because center seconds, because most of these perpetual calendars don't even have seconds. Look at this. This is a Toledo. It's like, was it a Toledo? Or what do they call it? Something else. That's quite a...
Really,
That's a nice basher on
from
that.
a distance.
Beautiful.
This is
Ooh,
like my-
Doc. We've got something
Wow.
for you, Doc. 6062. Look at that, Doc.
Reminds me of the gold
Never-
one that was owned by the prince. I don't remember which prince, but
That was it was owned by the King of Vietnam.
the king.
The
yes,
Bow
yeah.
watch, which I knew the guy I knew a guy who knew a guy who actually sold it. There you go.
But you know, I
This is
like the
this
look
is in
of
steel.
this.
Sorry?
This is in steel.
No, it was in gold. The bow, it had the diamonds on the dial. It was a very.
Can you hear me, Arch?
I can hear you perfectly.
Okay.
Perfectly.
Yeah, I just have an
100
adapter here.
100%.
What are the two? What are the those on each side of the crown there? Those two.
Oh, no,
not the holes,
that's
but
the pushes. That's the pushes because it's a
oh really?
triple
Oh
date.
wow.
This is a triple date. So to
Oh.
adjust those things, you've got a little pushes there. That's what they're for. That's
Okay.
what they're for because this is a triple date.
Okay.
What
I've
do you
never
think, Doc?
seen.
Do you like that or not? What's the estimate? $1 million.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I can't afford it, but it's a nice looking watch.
Would you buy that if you had spare money to invest in something like that, Doc? Is that
Not
something
for $1
you would
million,
buy?
I don't think so.
$1
What
million?
is the size?
If I had that spare, I think it'd probably be a pretty safe investment.
I think it would be. That's exactly right. I don't think you would lose
For sure.
money on it.
In a fantasy world where I have multiple millions,
Fantasy.
sure.
We like
but,
fantasy. Look at this. This
Well,
is what I would like. Look at this. A Patek 1518. Look at this.
Guys, but this when the watch already passed.
Estimate is 350, 325 to 650. Shit. An
Well, when
original
the-
family owned 24.99. That is amazing.
Wow.
Finished in 1954 and sold in 1962. Belonged in the same family. Was bought by the first owner in Switzerland.
This is what fascinates me
Beautifully
about
made
watches.
but non-original yellow gold bracelet, which was made to order. Okay, that's okay. So look, that's pretty damn amazing.
You think in 1954?
That was
I mean, just
fucking
the
expensive.
technology to make that is
No,
goddamn.
but you know, in 1954,
impressive.
this would have been fucking expensive.
Oh, for sure. But I mean, just how they made. I mean, how they even made them is.
Guys,
It's like
this
you
watch
look
is-
at old lathes and stuff from turn of the century. It's just it's amazing what
Here's a
people did.
Japanese market Aquanaut
Wow.
5006. Well, it's not that expensive.
I don't like it.
A 570.
Ooh, but I like the.
That's actually
It looks like a
gorgeous.
5196.
Gorgeous. A big for its time Calatrava 50. So these would have been 35 mils.
I like the font or whatever you would call it on the.
36. Sorry,
numbers.
36 mils.
But what model is this one that resembles?
This is a
the,
570. It's a vintage. So it's going for 200 to 400,000. Holy shit! What do you think of this? This is a
yeah.
prototype
That's a
diver.
very famous diver.
Yeah,
There.
Actually, I have a friend fall in love with this watch. He didn't know nothing about watches, but he said, I hate watches. I hate Rolex. I hate everything. But this one, I actually would love to wear.
Hey, Archie, the
2 million.
previous one to that Rolex
Yep.
was a Patek. Is that
Yeah, that was a
what it
Patek.
was?
Yeah.
Was 36?
570.
I mean that.
That looks
had
like
to
the
be big for-
5196. It
Yeah,
does.
it looks like a
It does.
5196, and certainly
For the time, that had to be a pretty big
Oh my God.
dimension, didn't it?
It's steel. It's
Or-
steel. It's steel.
Actually, would you wear that
Much
Rolex?
bigger, 31, 32. It's a 36.
I'd wear anything. I'd give anything a
Yeah,
try.
the 5196 is more like 39, is it, Arch?
Ooh, look at this
38,
FP
39.
Jean here.
At 36, I just think everybody, when they first saw it, would have been, Jesus, this is big, Now,
Roger Smith. Look at this. Holy shit.
that movement
This
is
$2 million
unreal.
for that Rolex.
Unreal.
Oh no, 100,000. So look, I gotta say there was some interesting stuff they had
Actually,
at the Hodinkee. That's that was at the auction coming up. Let's have a look at the latest. What's the latest
Actually,
thing
that
that's
Rolex
going on?
Wasn't so expensive in the time, right?
No, they were all expensive. These were fucking expensive.
I like the rainbow date.
9 watches that have disappeared. That sounds interesting. What's disappeared? That's the
Brady?
ladies. I've seen that watch. They were gorgeous. What's disappeared? 9 watches. Read all about the watches that ghosted us. Oh, okay. This is famous watches that. Okay,
Famous
fair
watches,
enough.
and they don't know who owns them anymore.
Picasso. There was the. Yeah, that one there. Who's that? That's
I just realized something
Brando.
funny.
Oh, he's missing his bezel, isn't it? Yeah. it's a
I
bit-
just realized something funny.
Paul
When we are
Newman.
100% focused on watches, there is zero super chats.
That's right. John Lennon's watch. That's right. Yes. Yes. Miles Davis. There we go. What's he wearing? A Navi timer. Shit. Look at Miles Davis. That Navi timer looks amazing. Lyndon Johnson's day date.
Is it
Can
just
look
me
at
or
it
is your
here.
screen? I think your screen's just stuck in one spot, or maybe it's me. It's
No. It's okay.
Hmm.
There's our LBJ. LBJ. You liked LBJ, didn't you, Doc?
You mean
Oh,
as a
it is fun.
politician?
Yeah, as an individual, as a person.
I respected his willingness to go down with the ship in terms of the Civil Rights Act, but I wasn't a fan otherwise. And
probably one of the most corrupt presidents, they say.
Exactly. Plus, I'm pretty sure he at least had foreknowledge of the whole JFK assassination. Not to say he
Yes.
was involved with the planning or any of that, but
I don't know if he was the most corrupt, but he probably just got caught.
6 dress watches. That's actually a very cool photo. What do you think of that, Doc? That photo looks cool. You got this hipster, Patek on the wrist, beautiful colored tattoo, checkered shirt, vintage camera. That's what you call a hipster. Could you use that term hipster? That's a hipster.
I suppose,
sure.
I'm always puzzled when I see that style of watch juxtaposed with a tattoo. It's kind of puzzling.
It's the
for
vintage
me.
camera. That's
Yeah, but it would match more with Submarina or something, vintage.
Yeah,
not
I
this.
mean,
No, I think that the black and white juxtaposed to the color, and it's even 3 tones of kind of chromatic, I guess you would call it. That's
That's a
black,
hipster,
white,
isn't it?
silver.
That's a hipster. Is that a hipster?
It's sort of like when your doctor walks in to see you and he's got a tattoo on his arm. You kind of go, what? Not
That's
to say
what's
he
ruined
can't.
me about tattoos and day dates, or solid gold watches on black tattoo, sleeve. It's just
It's
can't
just
have
a
it now
different
because
kind of.
it's
It's an interest. I mean, like you said, if it was a Submariner, you go, okay, I get that one.
So what do you think, guys?
yeah, but
I
that's
reckon
that's too modern, Doc.
that Patek looks beautiful, doesn't it? Look at that.
That's
The Patek
gorgeous.
Philippe.
I don't know what that is, but it really looks like a 5196 to me.
That's the one with the tattooed guy. What did you think, Doc?
Well, it is a 5196.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
look
at that.
It's a gorgeous
pretty
watch,
nice. I like
especially
that.
when you see it in person.
You look like a watch that you got heritage, and you just put it because, it is a watch.
Doc, you started cutting your teeth in watches years ago. Did you
I started
watch...
cutting my teeth with you, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, well, I had a diver of some sort, probably a Bulova or a Citizen diver when I was 8. I made a big deal about wanting this dive watch.
Let me show you.
But I mean,
where
that's
I
not
also
the
used
same
to
thing.
go is, you remember Jake's Rolex blog? Jake's Rolex.
I remember that. It's still around, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's have a look. Let's just jump in and have a look.
But holy shit, they're already 8 years old, loving a Boulevard. I mean, I didn't know nothing besides
Fleetwood Mac, keeping time with Rolex. Fleetwood Mac is one of the most iconic bands. And he also, what did he have? He had a Rolex. Did Fleetwood Mac have a Rolex?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, they're
Nicks.
they're in jewelry stores and high-end stores, and I mean, they're gonna. Have you seen this?
I mean, I don't know as much about. I mean, Mick Fleetwood, he was definitely not a super duper hippie guy.
No, he's got a gold sub.
There you go.
Archie,
That's
Gold sub.
Archie, what was your taking on the destroying the watches, like when they used to take up to, I think, 5-10 years ago and ice everything, like aftermarket?
Oh, I hate that. I don't like that. I think just leave it. Leave it, leave it, leave it, you know. Leave it alone.
They destroy
Leave
the
it.
watch, right?
Oh, yeah, I think so. But, you know, it's like anything in the hobby. People do things
A lot of people
differently.
do what they want to do, and
Exactly. I was never a big
sometimes people
Fleetwood Mac
have.
fan. Were you a big Fleetwood Mac fan?
I liked Rumors. I thought was a good album. You know,
Yeah.
and Tusk had some interesting songs on it too.
I got to tell you, just having a look at Jake's Rolex blog there, the Rolex moon phases. Yeah, they're interesting. Rolex moon phase.
They have interesting discussions on the Daytona. A lot of
yeah.
in-depth analysis. Let's say that.
Archie,
thing-
They have a good Pepsi section too.
So I have a question. If you screw up and you ice a Rolex or a Patek and you go to these companies and you say, you know what, just whatever price, just change the body. I screw up the body, just put a new body. They would do that?
They used to, but now they get very funny. The Dalai Lama he's got a Patek pocket
They
watch.
have a
Yeah.
Patek.
Dalai Lama was big on repairing his own watch, right?
Really?
Am I mistaken about that?
I'm not
Maybe,
sure.
but they have a lot of watches. They have Rolex. They have a lot of watches.
Clark Gable. He's I gotta say this. I actually really enjoyed Jake's Rolex blog. He had a thing on Patek as well. The Patek one wasn't ever as popular. Wasn't ever.
I don't think he restricted himself entirely to Rolex. So I think there's even a discussion about Speedmaster somewhere on Jake's website.
Yeah. It's kind of he's still doing it. Look at this. He's still adding. I haven't been here for ages.
Wow.
I'd go to his website because Google would send me there if I was looking up 4-digit Daytona and I wanted to know this or that and the other. It would send me to Jake's.
John Lennon had a very expensive Patek he got from his wife.
Who's that? Sorry.
John Lennon when he got.
Yes, he did. He got the 2499. That's right. It's very. Jake's Rolex blog. Having a look there. Yeah, that's. I tell you what else I watch is a blog. A blog to. It used to be a blog.
A blog to watch.
A blog to watch.
Yeah, that's always had good stuff. I always find him to be pretty. He's a little bit too positive, but he's got what's he got? Ask the audience, how many watches do you buy a year? Look at this. This is.
Well, who's also very positive, rarely says anything negative, would be Hodinkee. I don't think. Do they ever say anything nasty about a watch?
No, that's exactly it. How many watches do you buy a year? It's I got to be honest with you. I've kind of decided to slow down a bit, and I'd rather keep what I got than to trade.
I've decided not to keep track.
You know where I used to go years ago was Time Zone. Remember Time Zone? You remember that, Doc?
Was that the forum that you
mean a website? Oh, that's right. The watch. It was a watch forum, Time Zone.
Yeah.
It's still around, I think.
Old forum. Look, I'll show you how. This just shows you how the world changes. Time Zone itself. We go to the Patek forum here. I think Messina was the moderator here. This is the last posting, 14th of October. So.
Jesus, they could update the format.
Yeah,
You sure you're not doing that, Archie? You're not pulling up all that gobbledygook as information on the website or something? It came up automatically, in other words?
October
Yeah,
14th.
that's how it is. No, but these are
2021.
articles. These are all articles, right? So these are responses people have posted. You know what?
Yeah.
It's
Time
not normally
you
the
go
way
to-
you present it, though.
You
What?
go to newer forums that are a little bit more updated. I mean, that just looks very 1998 to me.
Yeah, that
That's
almost
part of
looks
the
like you need
charm, I
to.
think. I think that's kind of cool.
Maybe, but I mean, it makes it look like you need to know how to program in assembly language or
Well,
something.
no, but
I
these
mean,
are
it's-
forums, so people. These are each individual postings.
I
They're
get that,
posts.
but
Yeah.
but like the gentleman saying there, I mean, most forums have a modern layout, not like that.
Yeah, that's very,
This is
very
time warp.
old.
Time warp. Time warp.
The
you know?
closest that I
sexist,
can
right?
think of to this is the vintage Rolex forum used to have this sort of layout. It doesn't anymore, but 5 years ago, I
No.
think they had something close to this.
It looks like old AOL forums is how it looks to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's have a look at David SW. What's good on the American market, you guys? Let's go and see what is an amazing thing. They take crypto.
Very smart of them.
Here we go. Let's look what's new in Rolex. What has he got? He's got a 114060 ceramic, no date, 12.3. That's not a bad price. Not
It's
bad.
pretty good.
Look at this Air King, $7,000. Shit, they have shot up. They've really shot up there. Look at this.
It's because everybody
36
keeps talking
mil,
about them.
36 mil Explorer
So-
1.
So Archie,
9.4.
does the David SW, does he also help people, let's say, asking for advice about watches? And
No, he doesn't. He's here to sell shit.
All he does is he's just
He's here
selling
to
different
sell
watches.
shit. He doesn't give
Archie,
advice. You got to work that out yourself. But look,
That yellow.
You could charge a fee for it.
no, look, you get too many time wastes. Look at this. He's got a nice crop of Milgausses.
Can you go
I
up
got
a
to
little
tell
bit,
you,
Archie?
you know what? I think out of these
Super
Milgausses here, I would go for the previous. I would go for the non-GV. I reckon that's a bit of a bargain. I reckon that is actually a bit of a bargain there, under 10. $5. Archie, what is time? Is time real? What is it? That is a very good question. And on different planets, they would have a different timekeeping. There might be 25 hours in the day, or
Didn't
maybe
you
they've
fight?
gone metric. 20 hours or 10 hours in a day. You know what I mean? This is the confusing thing. I mean,
You know, that never came up with Spock on Star Trek, but you know, his sense of time is completely different because they were supposed to live so much longer than humans.
yes.
The whole thing was completely off kilter for him.
Also, our sense of time is also different between kids and adults. You know that. We
I
also
gotta
have
say, I reckon David SW, I gotta tell you, man, I reckon I'd be going for I'd be going non-GV. I reckon that's the sweet spot there. That's not bad.
I liked that yellow gold. I think it was an OP up there. The 11, yeah, right there. The 116238.
Makes me
Or
wanna
it's a
wear my
Datejust.
10
I'm sorry.
Makes me want to wear my 1019 when I see these.
Actually, if we're going to move to Mars, you know that the time there is not 24 hours. Actually, it's 27.
Is that right?
Yeah.
27. There we go. 35,000, 36. Look
Of course,
at
you
this, the
can't go to Mars
Daytonas.
without Mars
Daytonas.
without dying. So
Of
there's
course,
that.
it's actually the it's a bit more hotter, isn't it? It's hotter or
It's
colder?
the radiation and
Oh, the radiation.
even the Van Allen.
But we
belt
could just
around
use
it.
that alfoil. It worked for us when we went to the moon.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Just wear a little tinfoil, you'll
Aluminum
be
foil.
fine.
You just
Look
buy
at
one
this.
of those space blankets and put it on, and you.
Ooh,
go.
Yeah, there you
Maserati.
go.
Look at this. $25,000.
Or like one of the guys says, just run real fast and it won't bother you.
Yeah, that's right.
Actually, what do you think making a watchmaker in the future make 2 time zones? One at
Wow,
27, one at 24.
Look at that Daytona
Yes,
with the
yes. That's
that
my.
platinum with the diamonds.
Look at that there. The blue Arabic Maserati blue. Look at that. Look at that there. Isn't that
yeah.
absolutely?
That's-
I had
You
one
like
of
that
these.
watch, right?
Yeah, I
Was-
did.
Was yours anywhere near that kind of price? It was about half that price, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
amazing that it's doubled so quickly.
Keep
Don't
rubbing
forget
it
too,
in.
mine had a service dial, okay?
Super
Oh,
chat.
it did.
So the
Look at
Maserati
that
dial's a little
platinum
more
with the diamonds.
expensive.
That sucker's
Well, no, but it was changed
338.
by. It was a white dial that they sent to Rolex for a service and changed the dial.
So
But
it's
what
okay,
I mean
it's still
is
original.
a Maserati dial is generally going to be more
Right there.
expensive.
Oh, it's a lot more. A lot more.
So-
Should be.
338,000. That's a good chunk of
That's a super
change.
chat.
What's 338,000? Sorry.
That platinum
yes.
with the diamond and the
Yeah. What do you think?
diamond
Is that
dial.
nice?
I mean, for some of Doc's political rappers, I mean, I think it's gorgeous. If you wanted a FU
they're not
watch,
my
then.
they're not my rappers. I just
Well, could
I
you
just had
even
them
use
playing
it
in the
with that
car.
many diamonds on it?
I
It
don't
might be a
know.
daily
Sort of
watch.
defeats the purpose, doesn't it? I don't know, but it is absolutely. How rare is that? Holy shit, that's rare, isn't it? You ever seen anything like it?
Nothing.
And
Actually, think of it like when you have a lot of clothes, and one clothes is ridiculously shiny, and you know that you use it only once a year in a party. You know, yeah, this is it.
Actually,
Or on
we
stage
we got
every
Mike the
night.
Snake is back. Mike the Snake is back.
Super
I am
chat
back.
watch.
Frozen Yukoner, $5. Where's SR Bell these days? I feel like I have to ask questions for him in my absence. AC3, would you shove a gerbil up your can for a mint Amiga first? No, I don't want to do anything like that. You
you can
I
get
don't
yourself a
wanna
first
get-
Amiga in space for just like 4,000 or 5,000, right?
I'm honestly scared of death.
Was
You
it
know what I
Richard
mean? I don't
Gere?
want to die. I don't want to
Yeah,
die.
it was
He did
Richard
that-
Gere.
that-
It was
the
Richard Gere.
a la-
Well,
yeah, that's just called the
what
Richard
proof
Gere.
is there? Was there proof of this?
Well, there's no proof.
The-
There's no proof that the President Biden pooped in his pants in Rome, but they're talking
Oh
about
Jesus! I hadn't
and-
heard that. That's awesome.
it, and it's all on Twitter amongst all of the reporters. The reporters wouldn't be talking about it just for
Oh
kicks.
my God!
So
full on
there might be
believe that,
something
too.
to it. You know?
I think they put the gerbil
Yeah.
in the Smithsonian actually. So there is that.
there you
proof.
go.
I remember
He's-
rumors about Rod Stewart.
But we don't know what the rumor was.
I don't know if I want to know.
Snake?
I think his mic went out, probably.
Yeah. Okay, guys, let's keep going here on the
My mic?
watches. I got to tell you, man. I think
No,
you know
don't.
what? I think the just having a look here, they got a lot of good stock here. Look at that. A Batman. I think a Batman is a cool watch. They've got some nice. See,
I saw
look at the
Batman
Air
in
Kings.
a-
They've gone up. Air Kings are expensive. Here's some of the Oyster Perpetuals. Hey, look at this.
There
Look
you
at what
go.
they're going for. Big money.
More than
I
they
really
should.
I really like the Oyster Perpetuals. Never gave them notice before, but I like them a
No.
lot now.
I
we
saw
think with the
a
pink-
a 36 millimeter Tiffany dial on a Facebook forum. 65,000 is what they were asking.
That's just ridiculous.
65
Oh, it, six- I
zero
think it was
zero
60
zero.
Yeah, 60. I think it was 64 in
I
actuality.
got to tell you, if we have a look here, let's have a look here. Ladies, we're talking about some ladies' watches here. I got to tell you, ladies, let's have a look here. Let's have a look. I got to tell you guys, I honestly,
Yeah,
these
I mean,
things
there's
are
some good deals
expensive.
there.
Look at this. Holy shit. Everything is
expensive, but-
so dear these days. Nothing is really affordable.
Oh Jesus,
stock
I
is
didn't
hard
see
to
the
get.
top line.
This is the thing. It's so hard
chat.
to get stock. It's so hard to get stock. Cellini, let's click on Cellini. There's some I actually like that moon phase. Look at this. That's a bargain. White gold with diamonds for $8,000. That is a bargain.
That's
I think
that
if
was
you
a
were
nice watch.
collecting, If you
Here
were
we go.
collecting solely
SR
within
Bell, $2 AC. Would you jack off David SW for a yellow? No. You know what? I don't want to do anything untowards to anybody. I just want to live my life.
Well,
Eke out
I
a
think
living.
you could have
inherent
got
to
one for nothing.
inherent to the question is consent. I'm sure he'd have to be giving consent for that question to be valid, right?
Exactly.
Consent and warm hands.
It's I got to tell you guys, seriously, I don't think there's anything wrong with the photos that he's got. I think he's got some. I actually quite like this moon phase. I actually think that is a beautiful.
I think if you were collecting, solely within a brand, within Rolex,
How
and
big
you
is that
wanted
watch?
you wanted to scratch
40.
It's
the
about 40.
Or 39 or 40, something like
Patek
I'll
itch,
tell you
that would be a good one.
exactly. Does it tell
That's
me?
right. That's like
39.
equivalent to
39.
Patek.
There you go. 39. 39.
That's like the same. That's the same level as Patek or Vacheron to me.
Not same level, but this is a cheap Rolex Calatrava, if you can call it.
What
A
the
moon
moon phase? I
phase
mean, how
gold
many
watch?
times? You must admit, how many
It's
times
beautiful.
does Rolex do a moon phase? I think it's. I think it's
They did
actually
it in the
pretty
70s
cool.
or 60s, right? Archie?
No, this is modern.
No, but they know the moon phase that they did in the past. They had the moon phase, I think.
Oh, that was in the sixth. The
Yeah.
last one was the 8170. That was
Very-
81s. I actually held
Years
one. I
ago.
photographed one. And
I'd
other
actually
interesting
wear that
things. You know what?
watch.
He's got some. Let's have a look here. What else has he got? What's he got in jewelry? What's he got there? Jewelry? He does jewelry now? Wow.
Oh wow!
David SW's
I've been-
moved into all sorts of stuff
bracelets.
here.
Nice.
He's
I
got
love bracelets.
many amazing.
Is that a
bits.
16? Oh, it's a 16 too. Oh, but it's rose.
I love bracelets. I'm just annoyed with this kind of lock system that you lock and then you need to unlock
That's
it. if you want
that's
to.
the charm of it, Marcelo.
Yeah, it's supposed to lock it on there.
It's kind of like a chastity belt, in a
Yeah.
sense.
Chastity ring.
He's really into these luxury goods, guys.
an
Luxury
18.
goods. That is where it's at. Jesus, these handbags, Jesus, these purses are expensive. You know that?
Here goes all your. This is the vacuum for all your used Louis Vuitton.
I
You
still
will
don't need a
no
purse.
longer
I
see it.
haven't found a need for a purse yet.
What do you think of this here? This is a Grand Seiko kind of diver. I actually like this. What do you think
Actually,
of that?
I don't.
I met the president of the Seiko.
It looks
Grand
like a
Seiko.
Submariner.
Is that right? He came to your restaurant?
He came to my restaurant twice.
Is he nice?
He's kind of shy. He talks English. He's very kind of quiet. And something that he said that now they're working very hard, basically to rebrand the brand. That's why they opened this boutique, Grand Seiko boutiques all over the world. And he did the theme we also that I collect. Said, yeah, our achievement. I mean, our target is to be like Rolex. I was thinking to myself, yeah, that's definitely going to be very hard.
I think the
Yeah.
first thing they did, getting rid of that power, on
Power reserve,
yeah,
That
the
was-
reserve on the front of it. That was just awful.
It just it added unnecessary complexity to the dial.
Yes, I agree. Hey Archie, I tried that bronze gold Seamaster on today.
Yeah, that
It
looks
was-
amazing, doesn't it? What did you think?
It was absolutely gorgeous. It looked yellow, rose, or bronze, depending on the light and kind of what was up against it. I'm not a fan of bronze. Like I don't,
Does bronze polish?
but
Is it always
so he
going to
told
end
me-
up with a matte? It's going to have a matte look to it.
well, he said that's why they mixed in the gold on that, was so it didn't patina. So he had a bronze. It was bronze IWC that was there, and it gets that black kind of, it's tarnished, but everybody calls it patina. and this did not have it, so it holds its shine, I guess.
Yeah.
Was
By
what
the
he
way,
told
by
me.
the way, just say for some people that maybe outside this panel don't know, also 18 karat gold patina, just with time. Just say it
Yes,
takes
it
longer.
does. Yes. Even the white one does too, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Hmm.
I think this is a beautiful looking watch. So what is this
It was
measured
gorgeous.
in? Is this 18 karat or what do they call it? They call it bronze gold. So
Yeah.
what is it? What is it? Is it bronze or is it gold? Has it got a
It's an
hallmark? What is
it's an it's an it's
My
an
guess-
alloy of bronze and gold, kind of like Tudor's silver.
Does it have a hallmark?
I
Archie.
suspect it's proprietary.
Oh, look at the back of it.
Yeah,
too.
it's
Archie,
oh
Archie.
yeah, it was
You
gorgeous.
don't
I
think
don't
it's
know if you
maybe a
remember the
bronze
past.
case with gold indices and maybe a gold?
No. It's
Yeah,
a.
so what was
no,
that,
no.
Marcel?
It's a
Now I'm going to explain. I don't know if you actually remember, but think of it as the what used to be the 9 karat gold, okay, and with a
Yes.
lot of bronze alloy.
Oh, okay.
So this is basically what they did. They put only
9
9
carat, you
karat.
reckon?
It's very low. It's I think like 10 or 15.
yeah, but it wasn't to bolster the watch as far as, hey, I have a yellow gold watch.
No,
it
it's just
didn't
to
come
give the
off
bronze some stability.
right. Yes, it didn't come off. It didn't come off in that way at all. It was very, like I said, I'm not a bronze. Bronze in the EDC community, the everyday carry knives and pins and all the other bullshit they make. Bronze is fantastically popular, and I don't see it, but putting that on,
Just out of
was a
interest,
beautiful
guys, I
watch.
just want to let you guys know this is actually, can I just say something, Doc?
Yes, sir.
Very special show today.
Hmm.
This is the least profitable show I've run in 12 months.
You're
I
welcome.
can hop off here.
No, that's okay. I'm not complaining. Hey, it'd be zero if I was here by myself. I'm just telling you.
It's a Monday though. Monday shows are traditionally low. Right?
It's
Yeah,
a
Mondays is
stinker.
weekend.
This is what they call in the industry.
Actually, it's
stinker.
because, by the way, it's because yesterday was Halloween, and you need to think about it. A lot of people probably got wild and crazy. Even in Japan, it was a murder yesterday in the train. I mean, I got
The Joker
crazy.
guy. The Joker guy.
You guys heard about it?
I heard about it, but
What happened?
I listened to
Yeah,
alternative
I
news.
didn't
But
hear it.
there was a guy dressed up as a Joker in Japan, and he wreaked havoc.
What did he do?
In the
Killed
train,
some
he got,
people.
yeah.
He what?
He killed some people.
Jesus.
Oh shit! You're joking, aren't you?
In the train,
No.
yeah.
Why would you do that?
Because you're
Because-
crazy.
He thought he was the Joker.
Yeah.
You have the doc here. Doc can explain.
I don't use the Joker
Mint-
logo anymore.
Mental illness.
It's affiliated with things I don't want to be affiliated with.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
It is amazing how
Christ.
that specific Heath Ledger character invoked so much of this bullshit.
not just that, but also look what happened with the movie Joker with
Yeah.
Joaquin Phillips or Joaquin
Yeah.
Phoenix. Sorry.
Oh yeah, he went nuts.
I mean, it was a
Anyways,
great acting performance, but
yeah.
a little
Actually,
dark.
so
Let's
much
say a
it-
little dark.
That's no good, man. That's terrible. Timepiece fund, $5. Time is of no value to beings out of physical domain. AC3 is tick when he says, wear your watch and drink your whiskeys. Enjoy senses. Just hurt no one. That's 100% right.
Yep.
Don't hurt
Absolutely.
anybody.
Absolutely. And actually, I think, obviously, no studies have been done to support it. It's just my own little theory. I think watches calm people. They can act in a meditative way just by looking at them, and especially looking at the movements.
Oh
So
yeah.
I agree.
Calming effect, I think.
Display backs are the best thing they've.
Therapeutic
I
to
love
stare
them.
at the movements and watch the if they have a open case back and watch them work.
I
I'm
got to
going
tell
to
you
be
guys,
interested-
seriously, that Omega box looks amazing. What do you think of that? I mean, ignore the watch.
it's-
The box. Look at the
it's
wooden box
gorgeous.
there. Did you get to
And it
see
feels
that?
salt. Well, I have one. When I got this one, it came in the
Yeah, I
same
have
box.
also one.
Yeah.
Your
Oh,
box look
okay.
amazing.
I got to tell you,
It-
the Rolex boxes, they feel a bit
Garbage.
crappy.
Is presswood, actually carton.
Yes, they do. They feel like garbage, don't they?
That
Yeah.
feels like solid wood to me too. I didn't get the impression of a veneer. I mean,
it's
it
all
probably
veneer.
is.
No, it's
but
all veneer.
Yeah.
Look. You know
I
what?
didn't tear one apart like you, but
You know what? I pulled a Patek one apart. Did you see that video?
I saw that
yeah,
video.
yeah.
The box looks like let me confess. What had happened is I bought this box. It had been badly dropped. The reason I bought it was to get the insert, the middle part.
Mm.
That's why I bought it. So it was cheap, right? And I thought, what a great idea. I really want to see what this box is like. And it's made of particle board.
That's
You know-
cool.
Expensive particle board, but still particle
But
board.
particle board.
With veneer on the outside.
There
Of
are
course,
lesser
well,
known.
Yes.
They could never use real wood. Come on, at that price. You know what a real wood box would cost?
This feels like real wood to me.
I
Well,
have a watch, a Swiss watch, lesser brand, and it's in a real box, real wood box,
I
The other
nicely
nice-
veneered.
The
I
other
bought
nice
a
thing.
Panerai.
Go ahead.
Archie, Rolex can sell a Platina Daytonas wrapping a toilet paper for overpriced, and we're still going to buy it. You
Yeah.
know?
True.
The other nice thing about that box, Archie, is the the pillow sits in the center there, but that whole cushion comes out, and then there's a little tray on one side that'll hold all your warranty stuff, and then there's a little tray on the other side for like your links and whatever, wedding ring, whatever.
Yes.
I bought a couple of Panerai watches that came in absolutely beautiful boxes.
Yeah, they have nice boxes, it's true.
Rolex boxes are lacking, for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
compared to
Rolex don't
competition.
care. Rolex next year going to release a watch in a box made of toilet paper, and we're still not going to say nothing. It doesn't matter what they do. No.
I don't think people care about the box particularly.
I reckon this is a beautiful watch. Look at this. Rose gold, Lange 1, silver dial. Is that fucking beautiful or what? What do you think? I reckon that is beautiful.
Actually, how is the Lange box?
That's
Lange box?
beautiful. It's absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful.
No, just hang on. I'm a very cynical guy, you know. Patek is probably the best box, and I pulled one apart. You know what? Sometimes you should never. It's like pulling apart a Ferrari. You shouldn't do it. You realize how they've done it. You know, it's not a good idea. I think this is a absolutely gorgeous watch. This Lange. Look at that.
I heard about
I'm going to upset somebody here.
Yes.
I could be as happy if I was looking for something like this. I could be as happy with the Cellini.
I agree. This
Ooh,
Cellini
but
was
it's
a
the
very
movement.
nice looking
it's the
watch.
movement. You got to understand it's the movement.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying if I were in the market for something like, because I'm a sports watch guy, but if I was in the market for this kind of watch, I could be just as happy with the Cellini.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I
And
actually
that's
like
the niche I think that Cellini fills, is to people that are only going to buy Rolex, but they want to kind of scratch this itch, so to speak, or have something, that's more classic with a suit. They're going to go for that Cellini.
I put that Cellini 2 years ago in my hand. I have a good relationship with Rolex. I actually was working half of the day with that with the moon face one. It is a great watch, but
It is a great watch. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But it ain't no Lange. This Lange, I think this is probably, out of all the, I think this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is a beautiful watch.
You have to
Beautiful
admit
watch.
also, though, that in terms of function, it's a strain on the eyes if you're actually looking for the time.
I think once you got used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the same level like my meteor dial. You cannot see nothing is okay.
This is the other Lange they got there, a platinum Lange 1 time zone. Look at that. That's
No, that's even better. Just don't
That's
bother putting
even-
hands on it. Don't
Yeah,
even put
right,
hands on
exactly.
it. Just like,
it's a beautiful
Come
Wow.
From here with the sunglasses, I cannot
40,000
see
bucks, 40,000. And what's the other Lange there? 26,000 bucks.
I like that rose gold one in the center on the top there.
I never. That's a
Center section?
Saxonia. Yeah, I never really.
Yeah, it's so boring. You can actually read the
That's
time
kind
on
of
it
their
easily. Come on
ultra-thin
now.
line. Yeah.
Doesn't I mean
Okay.
I just don't see the difference really in them. I mean the movement, the complications, yes. But I can definitely
What's
appreciate
he got
that.
in Jaeger LeCoultre? Let's have a look. Oh, he's got the Polar. I miss my. You know what? I got to tell you guys. I kind of.
He has the JLC man on the moon.
Can I tell you this? I miss my Polaris chronograph, Doc.
Really?
Yeah, I fucking wanted one of these. Look at these. These are I think these are absolutely beautiful. Look at this.
What size is
Yeah.
that, by the way?
JLC master calendar. Look at that.
I love
Wait a second. What size is this? Like a
That's
36?
nice.
No, 39.
41?
41.
Okay.
They're steel. They're steel. Okay. And they're really it's a this is a triple date, power reserve, moon phase.
Wow.
Pretty
Actually, I
cool.
have a customer that have a watch very similar to this of the GLC, a 36 millimeter in yellow gold, super thin, I think from the 60s or the 70s.
Wow.
And he's a watch collector. He's coming tonight actually with his wife.
That watch I can put up with the functionality of the power reserve because I would definitely probably not want to let that run out.
No,
Is
he
that
paid
about-
like a fortune.
No. It's
actually,
a
for-
triple date, which means you have to adjust the date every month anyhow.
Mm.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, because it's not an
Well,
annual
I
calendar.
might get
or
rid of the
perpetual.
power reserve then.
Yeah.
Look, I got to tell you, that's a Doc. Does that do anything for you? Tell me.
It does a little. It's not my style because, well, I'm a sports watch guy and a vintage sports watch guy. So the dress watches just don't jazz me up as much.
Yeah, I don't own a suit. I don't tie ties. I don't.
But you're a
None of it, so
millionaire. But you know what?
Yeah,
I'm
oh, yeah,
worth
yeah.
$3 million. That's all that
3,
matters.
4, 5, 6. If we're just
Roland.
gonna
Who's
throw numbers out
Roland?
there,
Well,
it
who
doesn't
is
matter.
Roland?
Hey man,
Roland.
I'm in your favorite city, Banners, and I wanted to give you an update about Banners.
Yes, tell us. You're in which city?
Bangkok.
Venice. Oh, Bangkok.
Bangkok.
Tell me. You're in Bangkok. Give us the update, please.
Well, since yesterday we've opened again, so
When did you
everybody
land?
can come.
Really?
I've been here for about a year now, man. I
Okay.
came here during COVID.
Oh, fuck.
I got to talk to my cousin about this.
Yeah, are you living the dream? Are you living the dream?
I guess that.
Which part of Bangkok are you in?
Tom Lore.
Oh, Tonlor. That's the Japanese section. Konnichiwa.
Really?
Are they
you know,
completely open, or
I tell
is it
you,
a partial
you go to
opening, or
Fat Gut.
how's the
There's a
opening?
place called
No,
Fat Gut.
they're completely open now since yesterday. You gotta be vaccinated.
Tonglor is the upmarket section. Tonglor has a lot of Japanese. That's kind of a lot of embassies there. It's not far from Emporium.
Yeah, right. Mhm.
I know
Besides the
exactly. I know Tonglor.
Besides the vaccination pass, do you know if they're also?
What sort of knife is that? What's the knife for?
It's just my pocket knife. I was
Oh.
just had it out
In my country, you get arrested for having that.
for this.
Yes.
In our country, he
definitely.
could
Really?
wave a gun. In our country, he could wave a gun in front of the camera, and he'd be
It's
fine.
probably 3-inch blade. Is that?
Yeah. Oh, that's a pocket knife. You get arrested in my country.
Really?
Yeah, that's what that's what this is. But fascinating enough that many states in the U.S. you would probably this would be considered a concealed weapon,
Concealed weapon.
and you
Concealed.
would need a permit.
Yeah. Now let's just put that down, please. Put the knife down. I'm going to carry on with Roland. Roland, what's going on? So now there's no quarantining necessary. Is that right?
Yeah, correct.
But he also said you have to show proof of vaccination.
That's
proof
right.
of vaccination.
Super chat.
I have some of those printed up if you want one.
Exactly.
You need to show me your horns, $5. Stop horning around AC3. This panel is weak and your audience is dropping. Man, it's Toxic Monday after Halloween. What can I do, man? This is
hangover.
I got to be honest with you. If I boot any of these guys out, it'll be even worse. We're going to wrap up in 20 minutes. This is a 2-hour stream. This is going to go down in history as the worst stream in the last. But it was fun. I mean, talking profit.
I'm honored.
It was.
You had an unboxing.
Now, Roland,
I mean, come on.
Have you seen tourists come in? Have you noticed anything, or tell me what's happening, Roland? What?
Since yesterday, it's been way more busy. I'm looking out on a big road, and there's so much more taxis compared to before. So yeah, I think there's definitely people coming in. Yeah, I think there was 30,000 people coming in on Monday.
Do you know why cows stay in a fence?
Why?
Because they don't know they could just go out.
Exactly.
Let that sink in.
Now let me ask you this,
They don't know what
Roland.
you mean, though. They don't know what you mean.
Roland, let me ask you
I
this.
know. Then
What do you
that's the
do to
sad
survive in Thailand? What do you do for money and that there?
I used to do e-commerce, but since COVID, that went a lot worse. So what I'm doing now is I'm doing sales, and I'm doing advertising, and I can't complain.
Okay, you
I would think
okay?
e-commerce would have gone up.
It went up
Amazing.
for certain people like Amazon and
what about?
the big guys.
Have you got a Thai girlfriend now?
Okay, yeah.
Do you live by yourself?
That's really what he wanted to know first, but he didn't want to ask you right away.
Thai girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
Where's she's gone? Or she's still asleep?
Yeah, she's still asleep.
Yeah, it's early morning there, isn't it? It's about
7
what time is it? 7 a.m.
Yeah, they look beautiful.
So tell me this.
How do you know?
You plan to stay Thailand longer term? How long are you going to stay Thai? What's the plan? What's the plan?
Yeah, there's not really a plan. I mean, before I thought I was gonna get rich of e-commerce, but now, and I just gonna stay working these 2 jobs and make some good money.
So you're working for Thai companies, or you're working for European companies? But
No,
you can
US
be based
companies actually.
and you could be based anywhere, but
yeah.
okay. And you're living in a hotel or you rent a serviced apartment? What is it there?
Yeah, I rent a serviced apartment. I pay about this used to be around 30,000 baht. But I'm paying just 16,000 baht because of COVID.
Yes.
So yeah, that's
how much is in dollars?
That's 16,000 baht. That's about 500 US a month. He's saying.
Correct.
And tell me this:
Respectable.
are they going to put the prices up, or no mention of anything yet?
Yeah, no, they definitely will, for sure.
Yeah. But that's fantastic, man. You
Are
could
they
always
catching any of
move
the
out-
winds from Fukushima?
No, he's a long way away from Fukushima. Believe you me, Doc. There's other pollutants in Bangkok that are much more dangerous and pressing than a little bit of nuclear wind.
They don't catch
Man,
the wind, but they eat the salmon.
You're living
Actually,
the dream.
not really, man. Currently, not really. The air quality has been way better compared to when there was no
because
COVID.
everybody not driving. Yeah.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
In general.
oh,
The
by the way,
SkyTrain's still busy, but isn't it?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I never take it, to be honest. I always just take taxis.
Oh, okay. SkyTrain's so much quicker, but you can.
Yeah.
Tonglo, what's happened to Marbin Kong? Is Marbin Kong opened up, or that closed?
Yeah, everything has been closed up. Everything will be open. Yeah, everything will be open from next month. That's one thing that I didn't tell you yet. What's happening now is you can only serve alcohol up to 9 p.m.
super chat, Arch.
You can
Finally,
serve alcohol up
something
to
nice.
9 p.m. only.
Yeah.
Holy shite.
Oh, that's when I
Frozen
wake up.
Who are
Yukon,
they say COVID only
$50
comes out after
AC3.
9?
I had to drop off earlier the other day. I missed where the super chats were coming in for your son's birthday. Please pass along my belated birthday wishes and cash. Thank you so much, Frozen Yukona. Frozen
Yes, it
Yukona. Thank
doesn't
you.
get so bad now.
So
Well, that's actually for his son.
For his
yeah,
son.
that's
Just reach
that's
under the
okay,
table
that's
there.
okay. I'm happy to anything we can get for him is cool there. Roland, how old are you?
I'm 25.
Wow.
Okey-dokey. How do you make a living in e-commerce? How do you what exactly how do you I don't understand what do you do there?
Yeah, what I did is I'm not sure. Are you familiar with drop shipping?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Like
I used
Amazon
to,
drop shipping.
Yeah, exactly. I used to drop ship items, and then if something went well, I used to buy a lot of stock for it. But yeah, that went south because I bought a lot of stock, and then nobody purchased anymore. So I was stuck with about 10,000-20,000 in stock.
Oh, so what did you do with that then?
Yeah,
Still
just
got
left it at the warehouse. Couldn't do anything with it.
Oh, holy shit. Do they charge you to hold it there or what?
Yeah, no, not really. I never really heard anything from them.
It's still there, but your stock is still there. What
It's
items
still
have you got? Yellow vibrators. What have we got? Orange vibrators, yellow vibrators. What have we got there? Flashlights.
Nice.
Tell me what
No,
we've
man.
got.
It's all very, very PG because it's items that I advertise. It's basically what we call arbitrage. So what I do is I advertise it on Facebook and on Instagram and on Google. Yeah, just like very normal commercials. Yeah, that everybody.
Like what sort of stuff do you sell? Give us an idea.
Yeah, one thing that went very well for me is like some very big dog bed, and
A dog bed.
yeah, and dogs like it, and they supposedly don't get anxious when sleeping in these beds.
Your name is Roland, right?
As well, for example, here this thing, it's like some kind of hula hoop, and this is a weight, so you get slim by using it.
Okay.
Oh, that's like one of those 1950s
Snake oil, Doc.
ass
Doc, it's called
shakers.
snake oil.
Any of the-
E-commerce meets the snake oil salesman. Thank you.
Tell me what
Snake oil.
It's better than the vibrating belt with the attachment
Yeah,
there, and you stand there.
Right.
what watches
Just
you
shake the
on? I
fat
mean,
off.
tell me the real ones, not the fake ones.
Now I have one 16610 back in the Netherlands that I bought when I just had seen some success with e-commerce.
Oh, you still
but I
wearing
didn't
it?
take
You're
it
wearing
to
it today?
No, I didn't take it to Thailand.
Why?
He didn't
Yeah,
want
I
it
don't
stolen.
No, but
You
you
didn't
just
want it
you leave it on your
stolen.
wrist. You don't take it off your wrist.
Yeah.
So
I
where is
regret
that
it.
watch now? Your parents are looking after it, or who's looking after
Yeah,
it?
yeah, exactly. My parents are looking after it.
Plus, what if you had to pay to leave? That's how you leave. Is that watch on your wrist?
Exactly.
Always
No,
does.
and in
So
Thailand
there you
have
go,
so
yeah.
many. In Thailand, you have so many super copies that nobody even would bother to check if the watch is real or not. I mean, it's a very safe actually.
To be honest, man, that's just a stereotype. I see the most crazy watches here, especially
Yes.
here in Tonlor.
Oh, Tonglo that's very wealthy. Have you seen the supercars in Tonglo? It's amazing.
Yeah, actually, I'm not
How
sure
far
if-
is Tonglor from Bangkok?
No, it
Yeah,
is.
like-
It's a part of Bangkok. It's upmarket
It's-
part of
It's
Bangkok.
like only
Okay, so
Mercedes.
it's the high-end area.
Yeah, it's actually that's where I went to the jazz bar. I don't know years ago if any of you guys remember. I went to the jazz bar. That was in Tonglo. I love Tonglo, and it's close to Emporium. Oh man, and it's not far from Nana. You're just a couple stations. You're kind of away from that sort of low end element, but you're not far from it if you really wanted to go there. It's only a couple.
Actually, they have also this private Russian clubs, like super expensive high-end Russian bar. You saw that?
No, I can't afford that.
Yeah, but you
I
know
don't
they
go
have it. They
high-end
have.
prices. I don't like high-end prices.
But they have.
No.
They have.
They do now. I never really saw that when I was there. The Russians were quite cheap. But and why would I never understood why would you get a Russian in anyhow? The Japanese love the Russian girls, don't they?
Oh,
They
yeah.
love them because they're very attractive
yeah.
and
They
you
generally
know.
love the blondies.
Yeah. But Roland, man, that's so. So do you miss? Let me ask you this: do you miss not having your Rolex? Has that upset you?
Mhm.
Like in hindsight, do you wish you had it
That's
with
why I'm
you?
watching you guys every day. So yeah.
Do
How
you
many
wish?
watches you own? How many
Just
watches
one. He's
you
got a
own?
16, 610. So that's the pre-ceramic one you've got.
Yeah.
That's a
Something
great
else?
watch. What more do you want than that? That's a perfect one and
Well,
done.
okay, there's two that I'm considering. I'm either considering a bluesy
Two's better
or
than one.
a two-tone sky dweller.
Oh, they're both amazing.
Yeah, the two-tone sky dweller, I have a story with it. So when I first saw some success, I made around 25,000 profit in 1 month with my e-commerce business. I went on a vacation to Tokyo. And
Yes.
I saw one guy. He was also from the Netherlands, and he had like 3-4 girls with him, all looking like models. And he was wearing two-tone sky dweller.
Is a perfect watch to be inspired of.
So yeah, I don't know. And a bluesy,
Wow.
yeah, bluesy.
I
is
think
just
What's the
it
best month you've had, Roland? What's the most money you've ever made in a month?
Yeah, that was the best month for me.
25.
I
But
think
I've
it depends
also
on this.
lost 5
Sorry?
or 10,000 in a month. So
Actually, for
Oh.
I think it depends on the
25
size
years
of your
old, it's
wrist. If you,
Is it easy to sell this stuff? But I mean, like plastic crap, is that kind of a big market for that or what?
very big market.
depends on the
see.
size of your
Very
wrist, which
competitive.
one you want. A bluesy versus sky dweller. Sky dweller is a bit bigger.
44 Sky Dweller.
I don't know what to say. That's amazing. It's amazing to have you here. And how have your months been going now? What are you doing now?
Wake up early. I start with doing about two hours of advertising. So I advertise because right now it's still evening in the US. So I talk to my clients in the US for advertising.
Yeah.
These are also e-commerce clients, so yeah, I'm very familiar with that work. It doesn't take me much time. Then around 12 or
I feel like Roland needs a GMT of some sort.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
does.
GMT would.
Sky Dweller's got a GMT in it. Sky Dweller has a GMT in it.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
Yeah.
Roland,
I've never even looked.
how much are you making a month now?
Really depends, because I got the other job that I have is a sales job. And
Yeah.
if I do well, I earn I basically earn between 5 to 12,000 US dollars.
What are you selling?
I'm selling coaching.
It's hard to sell that. In Thailand, or where are you selling that?
No, worldwide.
Okay. What sort of coaching?
E-commerce coaching. Everything is still tied back to what I used to be doing. That's also how I got these jobs, because I got a lot of experience with this.
Good idea.
Actually, look at him. He's
very innovative.
Yeah, he's young. He's 25.
He's very ambitious. He's trying. Man, what a great... Don't you reckon this is a great job? You're living in fucking one of the so amazing cities of the world, doing your own thing, gorgeous girls, amazing food.
Two-tone Sky Dweller on the horizon.
What more could you want, man?
And mandatory vax.
Mandatory vax. That's a great life.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'd say my advice to you would be, get the fucking Sky Dweller, man. Two-tone Sky Dweller. When are you going to get it? How can I ask you something? How much do you keep in your bank, like for emergencies? Like a man like you, right? Do you keep 20,000, 50,000, 5,000?
No, not at all. Actually, I had to pay off like a huge amount of debt from my Amex card from when my business went bad. So yeah, I'm just saving up again.
Hey man, let me tell you this, man. At one stage, Roland, I had a platinum Amex. Actually, I still got the platinum Amex. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I got the statement. because I used to use that to fund my business as well. I didn't have any money. I used to use Amex money, and I fucking nearly had a heart attack. $101,000.
No way. No
And what I'd
way.
done is I used to buy stock to pay the previous bill. It kind of you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you
Wow.
always get the worst fucking exchange rates, and it caught up with me, and I thought, holy fuck. I immediately sold stuff I had. It came down to about 50. Okay? It came down.
Mhm.
But I was probably it came down to 50. I had about 15,000 left of stuff, and I had to get, because Amex, if you default, they charge you 3% a month penalty interest rate.
Oh shit! It's like mafia.
Well, that's what the rate is, 36% a year. And
Archie,
you don't want to do that. I think Amex. So tell me this, Roland. Your Amex card itself now, is it working still?
Yeah, it is.
You got a green one, a gold one, a platinum
No,
one? What
just a green one.
Green one. And what's the most you've owed on that in a month?
20?
20. Oh, that's not too bad.
No,
That's
it's not.
Sorry?
No, it's not too bad.
Yeah, 100, and that was 20 years ago. That's like 200 today.
What kind of markups on those items, if you don't mind me asking? Roland?
Massive, massive.
well, I mean,
he buys it for
$20,000.
$5. He sells it for $29.99.
That's what
Yeah,
I wondered.
around 75% margins. But
Oh, wow.
yeah, the whole game is advertising. So it's all
Right.
about being able to sell it for less than what you can sell it for.
Actually, the margin is amazing, but the problem is it doesn't sell them like donuts. It takes time to sell the stuff. So.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's just Chinese junk he's selling. Okay, let's not get too.
Yeah, I'm not pretending. it's
Archie,
not.
I send all my extra money to you.
Thank you, Mike the Snake. I really do appreciate that. Mike's a great guy,
I'll send more when I have it, but
Hey,
I
man.
make sure to send it by PayPal. That way you get
PayPal,
all
man.
the money.
I do appreciate that, Mike. You've been good to me. I got to
Archie is
tell you,
friend
the
of mine.
best moment of my life was when I fucking rang Amex and canceled the card. Fuck me dead.
Same here.
There's something about Amex that sucks. Amex, because what I did was, I'll tell you a story. I had a green Amex, right? My dad is a CPA. He went away for holidays, so I applied for the gold card. Because when they rang up to check the income, I was answering his phones. Right? And I got really fucking scared because he went away for fucking couple weeks. I put the application in because he said to me he wouldn't lie for me. And then what happened, the day I was shitting myself because they hadn't rung yet, the day he came back from overseas, guess what, Roland? I had the gold Amex in the mailbox. And then the way I got a platinum was I was working for a business and I let them put expenses through the card so that I could have, basically, to get a platinum, you had to charge $100,000 a month for a couple months, right? And then they gave, so I kind of fibbed it, you snuck it in. But in all honesty, the best time was when I canceled that fucking Amex. Amex is a bitch. And the thing is, I was so green. When I got my first Rolex, I had the green Amex. I bought my Rolex, I put it on the Amex. Then I didn't even realize you had to pay it off every fucking month. That's how novice I thought, what sort of fucking card is this? You mean I got to pay the whole fucking thing off?
I don't know if Luxury to Last was your best knowledge in book form, because this is the book you should write.
Amex
Actually,
sucks.
my wife booked-
Nobody wants Amex. They charge you higher fees. They hate it.
When you canceled it, Arch, did they try and talk you out of it at all, or did they just piss off kind of the thing?
But for the next 3 years, listen to this. For the next 3 years, they offered me a complimentary gold card. Said, you want a gold card? You want a gold? I said, no. Then about 10 years ago, I said, okay. So they'd stopped offering it to me. I actually applied for a green again, and they knocked me back. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Does that make sense or not?
They got pissed.
I had my
You know what? I
credit
thought, you know what? I really don't need an Amex. I really don't.
I
need
think
it.
that was probably a good idea.
It's a good omen. It's a good omen.
My wife just broke a card. She broke my card.
She broke your what?
She broke my Amex card. Last week she broke it because she saw over $500 I was using.
I had
So what are
my
you gonna
credit
do then?
cards up to about
Okay,
30,000.
I'm going to collect money like normally I do.
Sorry, what's this, Mike?
I had my credit card debt up to about $30,000, and I actually got a loan and paid it off, and just paid the card off, and now I don't have any credit cards.
I got to
Very
tell
smart.
you,
Yeah, me
I-
too.
I've
Cheers,
only got one
Steve.
credit card now, a Visa card, which has got 10,500 Aussie limit. It's about $8 US.
They like you to carry a. They like you to carry a. An amount. It helps your credit score.
Yeah, that's yes and no.
But
No,
look,
my-
I got to tell you, honestly, I'm addicted to sleazy credit. I see things that are bargains. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. The funny thing is this: on my housing loan, it's 2% home loan, right? I've got 200,000 I owe on the home, me and the wife. So that means it's costing us $4,000 a year in interest on the house. Me and her have got 10,000 each on so I've got 10, she's got 11. Okay,
Archie,
so approximately 20. Guess what? That 20,000 at 15% is roughly like paying the interest on the home. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but Archie, I have a question. Archie, I have a
Credit cards
question.
are crazy.
Yes.
No. I have a question. You are full YouTuber from let's call it from the house, right?
Yeah.
It means this is a business.
Yes.
Why you don't declare your mortgage as a business expenses?
Oh, you can't do that. I can
In Japan,
claim
we
a bit
can
of
do that.
No.
I don't know
There's a
about
number.
YouTubers.
I'll tell you the answer.
Mm.
You can't claim the whole mortgage because it's only a certain
If he
proportion
only uses
of the
an
house.
office of it.
Or 50%.
And then
or
even
60%.
if you did say you did claim the whole thing, you'd have to pay capital gains tax, whereas a principal place of residence is exempt from capital gains tax. So you wouldn't want the accounting nightmare. What I do
shit.
claim, I can claim some expenses like internet, computer equipment. Like this study
Yeah, but
I'm
this is
in,
peanuts.
this
But this is
room I'm in,
peanuts.
I claim the curtains. Actually, I
Yeah,
didn't claim
but
the
this is
curtains.
peanuts, Arch.
But I claim
this is
that-
peanuts.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
the problem is you're
you
going to get a
make
tax order.
20,000 a
Guys, I'm
month.
going to wrap this baby up. I want to thank you, Roland, for coming on, man.
Yeah,
Good
Please.
luck, Roland.
Please come again. You're actually quite inspiring dude, Roland.
But I'm wondering if I should, because I didn't get an Archie Explode.
No, there's nothing to explode at. You're a good guy. You got a Rolex sub. What's the problem? You're living the fucking dream. You're living the dream, Roland.
Yeah,
You're living the dream. Send me an email, Roland. I want to stay in touch with you. Send me an email, archieluxury72@gmail.com. Send me an email. Guys, I'm wrapping this baby up. This today, I'll tell you the statistics, just so you know.
Arch, forward these
has
statistics to
been-
Nico, if you would, please.
This is the worst show I've had. This is the worst show in the last... This is worst show. We've got to go back to when Clivers used to do the show with me for money. But you know what? It was a good show because we had nice flow, nice guests. It's not always about the money. We had a good chat. We're talking watches. We're talking a bit of this, a bit of that. You know what? It was good entertainment. So was it a bad show? You know what? We've had some really good shows. The last couple of days have been really, really good. it's peaks and troughs. It's not always just the bucks.
No, tomorrow we're going to see better. It's just don't forget. I don't know if you had a
Yeah.
show in a Halloween last year. Did you?
No, I think I did. But look, guys, thank you so much. See you later, guys.
All right,